Ever wonder if you could find a date without a pickup line? We've all heard of those cheesy pickup lines in movies or in person that people use when they are attracted to someone, such as, "Do you work at Starbucks? Because I like you a latte," or a more scientific approach, such as, "Do you have 11 protons? Because you're so damn fine." And of course, the most common one of all, "Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?" But do these pickup lines really work? Well, there is another way of getting a date without using these pickup lines, a more scientific approach. Let's begin with a DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid, also known as DNA, is a safe replicating material in humans and organisms. This contains the instruction that makes each organism unique and different. The DNA strand is made of 4 nucleotide bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. There are over 3 billion pairs of these bases in the human body, which makes one human being different from the other. Genes, which are made of DNA, act as instructions to make proteins. We inherit specific genes from our parents, whether it is personality traits like aggression and sensitivity, or characteristics such as eye color, hair color, and height. We have 23 chromosomes, one set from each parent. Each chromosome has its own gene from one parent and another from another parent. When a human being is conceived, they receive half of the mother's gene and half of the father's gene, which gives the characteristics of both parents.
In 1953, 2 men named James Watson and Francis Crick spoke about the double helix structure of DNA. It wasn't until the mid-70s that the methods to solve the order of the chemical letters in DNA were developed. The ultimate goal for the Human Genome Project, however, was to provide researchers with powerful tools to help better understand the genetics in human disease. This would lead to developing new strategies for diagnosis, treatment, and most importantly, prevention. As of this very moment, the Human Genome Project has helped the discovery of more than 1,800 disease genes. As a result of this project, researchers can now find a gene suspected of causing an inherited disease in just days, instead of the years it took before the genome system was in hand. So how is this Human Genome Project important to our understanding of DNA? Well, think of it this way. You know when you get sick and you feel lifeless, so you get your mom to drive you to the doctor so they can help? What if they couldn't? What if doctors didn't even exist? That's where the Human Genome Project comes in.
A pheromone is a chemical substance produced and released into the environment by an animal, especially a mammal or insect, affecting its behavior or psychology of others of its species. How do human pheromones work? They are invisible and odorless. They are sensed through the nasal passage. They are produced by the body and released in the sweat and other body fluids. These chemicals drift through the air to be detected by the other person. Where can pheromones be found? People use pheromones for many different reasons, such as to attract another man or woman, to make yourself more desirable, and to get dates. People wanted to know if this was true, so a group of researchers took 18 strippers who volunteered to participate in a study to see if strippers close to ovulation attract more men and receive more tips than those that weren't. They found that the strippers close to their ovulation made almost double the amount compared to those not around ovulation. This is because women close to ovulation produce more pheromones than others.
But is there any other way of getting our hands on pheromones? Well, of course there is. Many companies have extracted the chemical and started inserting it in perfume bottles. There are many perfumes claiming that they contain pheromones, and there are many studies showing that certain perfume containing pheromones attract more individuals who wear them than those who don't. But is it true, or is it just a placebo effect?
In conclusion, there is another way of getting a date instead of using a pickup line called pheromones. In our opinion, we agree that humans can use pheromones to get a date, but in reality, pheromones can only help with the process, and real attraction should come naturally. Thank you for watching, and we hope you learned something today.